I've been a fan of comedy all my life. Growing up, my dad and I used to listen to a lot of Bill Cosby, Noah, and to my brother Russell, whom I slept with, and we'd always listen to that all the time.
My father never turned the doorknob to open the door to our bedroom in his life.
We had to listen secretly to like Robin Williams and Eddie Murphy and stuff like that, depending on if mom and dad were in the room. And Steve Martin's always been a big hero of mine, especially comedically.
Go throw away my title.
I've done stand-up before, and the first time I did it was in college, and I did it a few times, a couple open mics and stuff like that, and I had fun and I loved it and actually did pretty well, but in the back of my mind I always knew that at some point you're not going to do well and you're going to have an off night, and that is more frightening to me than being up there and recovering on your own.
But that's where I am.
Comedy reviews started a couple years ago when I just realized that there weren't a lot of outlets online available to find out about comedy albums, or if one was good, or what someone thought of one. I found a couple of sites that did that featured reviews of comedy albums, and wrote to them and said, hey, I think I'm sort of a good writer, do you need any help? And didn't hear back from anyone, so I thought, well, I'll just start my own then, and comedy reviews was started from there. I'll usually spend my day just kind of doing household things, listening on the treadmill, or if I'm making coffee, or sometimes I'll just sit on the couch and listen. I make it a rule that I listen to each album 3 times before I review it, just to kind of make sure that I'm in the right headspace. If I'm in a bad mood when I listen to one, it might affect what I thought of it. On my 3rd listen, I'll start taking notes on each individual track and things that stuck out to me, one-liners they said, or quotable lines that really hit me in a certain way. And then after I've written the review, I'll then transcribe it into the blog and post it online. I guess after a couple months of writing reviews, I approached labels and said, hey, just a heads up, if you've got any press releases you want to send out, just so I know of any upcoming albums, feel free to send them my way. Put me on your email list. After that, I actually started getting on their distribution list for press and getting pre-releases of the actual albums. I'd like to keep doing it for however long. I mean, I'm not making any money off of it, but it's because I love stand-up comedy so much.
Spending is just for working on a rewrite, that's right. I'm gonna turn it into cash. I'll eliminate the pages.